Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another hopefully exciting video. And today's project is this little door seal. Uh, as you can see, it's really worn out, and the rubber is torn. Um, I've got to figure out how to do something about that. The first problem is how to get this old seal out of there. I'm guessing it's been in there since this door was installed decades ago, and uh, I mean it's lasted all these years. It's been good service, but um, I've got to figure out how to get it out of there. So I don't think this. Well, the screwdriver was definitely a bad idea. It actually bent the frame, but I was bound and determined to try to get the thing out of there. So I couldn't think of another tool to use, so I just kept after it. And I guess, in the big scheme of things, what's a little bent aluminum? So eventually, I went out and got some needle nose pliers and started trying that for a while. And yeah, that was a much better tool. It still was kind of bending the aluminum, but at least I was able to get some parts of the seal out that way. Oh, and by the way, I hate to do this, but I've got to ask the internet for some help here. I don't know what this piece is actually called, and I couldn't find a replacement. I mean, I didn't know how to Google it. It's a rubber fitting that goes, on this door sill, uh, but for the life of me, I couldn't find anything that really looked like that. So, if you happen to know what this thing is really called, or, put a link in the comments or something so I can get a better seal down here. What I eventually did, which you're going to see in a moment, I don't really like my solution. I think it'll be better than this, weather beaten seal, but it's still not a good uh, fix. Oh, I guess too, if you have a better way of getting this thing out of there, you could maybe share that in the comments as well to anybody who happens to be watching. Eventually I did get it out of there. Just persistence paid off. I just kept working it, and trying not to bend the aluminum frame too much. But eventually I got this guy out of there. So there it is. That's the old one out. So for this next part, I well, I'm going to use an adhesive-backed dense cell foam. So, I've got to get this thing cleaned. In fact, I would have cleaned it no matter what I was putting back in there. It's just time to do that. Yeah, yeah, so it's an overcast day here, or this was an overcast day in Louisiana, but man, I was dying. The humidity is just incredible. It's hard to believe how humid it is down here, honestly. Anyway, so the trick, is just clean this guy out. If you're doing this, you got to get it clean. If you're going to use an adhesive, you got to get this thing clean uh, and dry, of course. So that's what's going on here. Just wash it out with water and a rag, get it all dry, and now I'm going to use some mineral spirits. I really like MEK for cleaning aluminum for stuff like this, but I didn't have any on hand, and I didn't want to run out to the hardware store just to this one little project. So alcohol would work here. Just you're just trying to get the oil or any kind of a surface film off the aluminum so that that adhesive will stick. Just it doesn't take much. Just go along there. Just work it, and should it should come pretty clean. Oh, one other thing. MEK, methyl ethyl ketone, is carcinogenic, so you do kind of got to watch it with that. So, okay, here we go. Unboxing or unpackaging here. So as I said, I couldn't really find a replacement. I don't even know what this little rubber thing is. It's some sort of rubber fin door seal or something. But I looked around, and eventually decided that, this wasn't very expensive, so I just got it. Now, this is a closed cell adhesive foam, and it's really for windows or door sides or door tops, to stop the airflow. And I think I might get some more of this stuff and use on all the windows and doors around the house. And as you can see, this stuff is just way sticker, way way sticky. You can see how even it just sticks to my hand, just the adhesive right around the edge of the roll. So I got to ham it up a bit for the camera here. So open it up and let let you guys see what this stuff looks like. So I ordered it the right width, or what I thought was the right width, and my idea is just to put it into that slot and see how it works. So no big deal here, no big technical challenge here. Just peel that yellow backing off there and try to work it in. I get my hair got in front of the camera. Uh, Work it into the little slot. And I think with these kind of products, if there is a trick, it's don't pull it. You want to hold it tight enough that it stays straight, but you don't want to stretch it so that there's a constant, spring action where it tries to contract on itself. Just, you know, lay it in there flat with no spring action in the foam. So I'll speed along through some of this. Uh, I just worked the foam uh, down into the slot, and after I got it in there, I could tell it wasn't thick enough. This is only 1/8 of an inch thick, and I tried the door, and it was still an air gap under there. So I said, well, I'll just put another layer on top of it. That'd make it a 1/4 inch thick. And of course, really, that wasn't enough either. So I came back and put yet a third uh, row of this foam on top. So, I don't like the idea of having 3 layers. I think the structural integrity won't be that great. But anyway, that's what I did. So I've ordered a anti-skid tape now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the anti here. So it's fitting pretty tightly now. I like that part. You can see just a little bit of a snugness. So the next thing is I'm going to put that anti-skid tape over there and see if I can make a little bit stronger seal. So a little cookie for the end. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. A little cicada for the end of the tape.